you don't know any grammar, you have not studied English grammar, yet you want to speak in English. What if I told you that you do not need to learn English grammar in order to speak English? Sounds too good to be true, right? But yes, it is true. You can start speaking in English without even learning grammar. How is that even possible? Welcome to Fluency Girls. I'm Mandeep, your English coach, and today I am going to teach you the tricks that can help you to start speaking in English without even focusing on English grammar. In order to build your sentences in English, the sentences through which we convey what we are thinking, in order to build those sentences in English, what do we need? We need two main words in our sentence. What are those two main words? One is the action word, another is the noun. So, action words, you should know if any action is happening around you, what is the word that describes that action? Now, step one to do is, first of all, you need to have a bit of understanding of the language. If you listen somebody speak English, are you able to understand that? If you are able to do this video will definitely work for you. Now, if you are able to understand English, but you are not able to speak any English, then this video is definitely for you. Now, where to begin? When you listen to people speak English, you listen to the audios, to the movies, start focusing on two main things. What are those two main things? How or which words describe the actions? Actions, the things that are happening, the actions that are happening around you. What am I doing right now? I am speaking. Speaking is the action. What are you doing right now? You are listening. You are watching. Two actions happening right now at your end. You are watching the video, you are listening to me. So in this picture, what is the child doing? Kicking the ball. Kicking. Kicking is the action. Now let's take a look at the another picture. What is the woman doing? Cooking. Cooking. Let's take a few more examples. Can you use the right word to describe the actions in these pictures here? The dog is barking. The tap is running. Yes, when the tap is open and the water is flowing, we say that the tap is running. The man is walking. So, if you know what words describe what actions, half of the battle is won there. Trust me. Now, this is the first step. You need to have a vocabulary to describe those actions that happen around you. Now, if you have listened to the language enough and if you have started reading at your reading age, level 1, level 2, if you have started reading also English, you must have started building on the vocabulary of these basic words: drink, eat, laugh, play, walk, run, cook. So if you listen to the language enough and you are surrounded by the language, you have created that environment for you, then you must have built this basic vocabulary where these basic words you have learned just by listening, that this is eat, eat food, eat, drink, play, cook, laugh, talk, walk, run, write, listen. So our first step is accomplished if you know the basic vocabulary words to describe actions. So you have learned the vocabulary words to describe actions. The second step is to have, along with it, built vocabulary of basic nouns. You should know what are the names given to various objects around you. Table, pen, chair, fan, ceiling, floor, pot, vase. Trust me, when you listen to the language enough, you build this vocabulary on your own just by listening, watching movies only. That this thing is called a table, this thing is called a pen, this is called a fork, this is a ladle, this is a spoon. So build your vocabulary around nouns and verbs. Rest of the sentence formation will be around that. So in this picture, we have two words, list of words. One is kicking, kick. If the action is in process, it is happening, we add ing to it. So kick is the main action here, right? So kicking. Now the person who is doing the action, what is the name for that person? Child. And what is he kicking? Ball. Three things here. Child, kick, ball. So the action is ongoing. We say kicking. Right, now you can build your sentence around it. The child is kicking ball. Now if you even say child kicking ball, I know it is not grammatically accurate, but still you are able to convey your meaning. Slowly, when you start reading the language, you will learn these structures also by focusing on reading and listening. So reading and listening has to happen a lot. So first step is building vocabulary, basic vocabulary of action words. Second step is building basic vocabulary of nouns, then joining these two to form basic sentence structure, right? The rest of the prepositions and helping verbs, they follow along as you get more exposure to language. So as you listen to the language a lot, you will see that with ing, it is always ismr is used. The child is kicking, the child was kicking if we are talking about past action. So slowly, when you start focusing attention on the sentence structures and how they vary with time references, by reading a lot of books of your reading age, slowly progressing on the levels, and listening to a lot of language in the form of podcast, movies. Especially I recommend movies or series where you have pictures along so that you can relate. So this is the word spoken, and these are the things that they are describing, these are the actions that are describing, these are the words used to describe these actions. So initially begin watching movies with subtitles on so that you can read along and you can notice that which action is being talked about in this sentence, what are the words that are used, and you can start building your sentence around that. So once you have learned to build your sentence structure, your basic sentence structure using the vocabulary words, nouns and action words, you can start adding more words, start describing more the actions or the nouns. Let's say a young child. So young will describe the child. A young child is kicking the ball. So this is how you begin speaking in English even without focusing on grammar. Trust me, this is the practical approach to learn to speak English faster without learning grammar. If you have liked this lesson, please give a like and don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I keep bringing more tips and tricks for you in order to begin your English learning journey. And please don't forget to share this video with your friends. I'll see you next week with another lesson. Till then, happy learning.